Okay, good morning, everyone. We'll go ahead and get started here with our weekly weather briefing. My name is Sam with the National Weather Service here in Wakefield. Not really too much to talk about this week, but we do have two chances of precipitation, mainly just lighter showers um, later today. Actually, kind of pull this down right now, actually. This is along and ahead of a cold front. So we do have some light to moderate showers currently streaming in across, the western and northern parts of the area, mainly still west and north of the, Richmond metro. A couple lighter showers potentially sneaking in there right now as of 11 a.m. But through the day we expect the, precipitation here to gradually shift eastward, and then, by this evening, any showers and rain will be confined to the coast and then drying out later tonight. But so back to our highlights here. As I said, mainly it's just lighter rain today, quarter inch or less for the most part for most of the area. Another chance of lighter showers tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. And then other than that, kind of dry out for the rest of the week. Cooler behind that cold front tomorrow through Thursday, and then we do warm up into Friday, and then especially so for this weekend when we could be talking about widespread 70s, potentially getting near 80 by next Sunday. And then on the marine front, there are small craft advisories for these gusty southerly winds today, which could also push the seas up to 4 to 5 feet. And then there could be some marginal small crafts again Tuesday and Wednesday night with increased northerly winds. So just a quick change here that I wanted to address in our briefings. We're going to have this new daily weather situational brief that will be included in the briefings, both one for the public side of the forecast and also for the marine. I'm not going to dive too much into this since it's covered more in depth in the briefing here, but just something to keep an eye out in the future. So again, for this upcoming week, we have that cold front currently west of the area, and then some showers ahead of that today into this evening, and then we will dry out tonight, and then we have this another quick disturbance that moves through tomorrow night, which again brings another chance for showers, and then we get pretty expansive high pressure over the area for the late week and then into the weekend, and then perhaps by the later weekend into the first part of next week there's a stronger system that approaches, which could bring another chance for rain, but that is a whiles away. I did also want to show just our current temperatures here across the region. So we are quite cool where those clouds and rain are located, mainly from I-95 points west, but we are warming up quite nicely into the upper 60s, even some lower 70s across the far southeast this morning. So again, in terms of the rainfall for today, this is actually covers both the rainfall for today and then also for tomorrow night. So again, pretty light. Don't think many areas will exceed a half inch, so generally between a quarter and a half inch for most of the area, with lighter amounts down in North Carolina. Again, for the next 7 days, the majority of the precip falls in the next 2 days, and again, not very much for that late week period, Thursday into Sunday, staying on the dry side with perhaps a sprinkle or two thrown in there at some point. But so in terms of again the temperatures today, it will be warmest for the eastern and southeastern portions of the area. So Southeast Virginia, Northeast North Carolina warm up into the mid to perhaps upper 70s today, and then areas to the west, Central Virginia into the Piedmont likely stay in the 60s with some areas stuck in the 50s. And then behind that cold front for the middle portion of this week, we will cool down into the 60s and 50s, And these are a little below normal for this time of the year. And then we do again warm up Friday, and then especially for the weekend. So should feel more like spring again by the weekend. And then rather mild low temperatures, at least for tonight, in the 40s for the most part. And then we do turn chilly Wednesday and Thursday night. A couple areas could drop to around freezing. So, and then again, much milder by the weekend. And then this kind of shows the 2 chances of rain this week, for today and then also tomorrow night. On the marine side, we do have those gusty winds, especially near the coast today. Those gustedly southerly winds could have a few gusts up to 25, 30 knots. But yeah, it's mainly just looking like small craft conditions this week with very little chance for any gales. So, and then again for today, there is an elevated marine hazard over the Chesapeake Bay and then the rivers, and then also on the ocean, mainly due to those higher seas. Again, that's mainly for wind gusts, up to 25 knots, perhaps a little higher on the ocean, coastal waters out here. And then waves in the bay today around 2 feet, and then 3 to 5 foot seas, highest well offshore for today. And then again, there's another brief period of small craft advisories possible Tuesday and Wednesday night with generally quieter conditions outside of those periods. And I guess based on last week's drought monitor, which doesn't get updated until this upcoming Thursday, but as of last week, there's still a moderate drought for portions of the far northern neck, and then also up on the eastern shore, and then as well as down here in North Carolina. So looking ahead to next week, again, while this upcoming week looks to be on the cool side, beyond that, it does look to warm up again. So we have above normal temperatures favored for next week, with just near to above normal precipitation chances. For next week as well. And then I will leave that here and then can take any questions if there are any.